What is happening, people, and welcome back to Geekin on Tech. I am your host, Didge, and with me, as always, is the homie, Mr. Nerd with the Tech, Trayvon. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, it's 4 day weekend for me anyway. So
Mm,
it's cool. It's working
nice,
out.
nice.
This is good. I didn't feel good out of last day and a half, I guess.
Okay,
But I feel better now. So did
I'm
see Madeline and Grogu last night, so it was
I'm
cool.
glad to hear you feeling better. Being sick sucks. I was sick a few weeks ago, so I know that feeling. Oh,
Yeah,
all too well.
yeah,
But I'm glad to hear that you are doing better. Good thing you got your 4 day weekend. It's a 3 day weekend for me, so I'm also
mhm,
happy. 3 day weekend for most of us.
yeah.
Uh, so it's a good time, but there is a decent amount of tech news. Not nothing crazy, but not anything too light. We're definitely on the upward swing of things. I know Apple WWDC is in what, 2 weeks,
Yes.
so that we got that going for us. But what did happen this week
Hmm.
is Google I/O,
It
and
did.
after watching it, I fully understand why they put all the Android stuff last week. Google I/O is basically AI now. Like, they should just take the I/O part, because that's supposed to be input output, call it Google AI, and just let people know what you really are here for. So
What they call it? Google Intelligence? What is it called?
I don't
What was the
remember.
thing? I forgot, but it's it's so funny. I don't
It's
know.
honest, like, in a way, it's honestly disappointing. So, like, we'll go through all of the different announcements, so to speak. Like we said last week, they had their big all Android announcements, and this
Mhm.
week it was how we're going to basically make the internet worse by stuffing AI into everything, starting off with Google search. Like, basically, the way that Google search operates now, it's already been getting worse with the AI overview, which I honestly, I just figured out a way how to make sure it never shows up for me again, and I'm very ecstatic. Oh, until they patch it away. But they're now basically putting search or AI directly in search, and it already sounds like it's causing problems.
I hate that I'm about to say this. I don't mind some of this stuff. I don't
I,
let the AI overview. Like, okay, look, this is like the easiest thing for me. This is why where I really use Google AI overview a lot. When I'm in the movies and I'm at it's at the end of the movie, I search this movie after credits.
mm,
And the AI overview will tell me right
mm,
there. It's like I ain't gotta click no link. It's just no, there's nothing. Or yes, there is. Or
interesting.
it'll straight
And
up tell you, wait. That is perfect for that. And I was like,
that's
this
fair.
yeah,
I
stuff
have
like
had it.
that.
I have had it be wrong.
I mean, okay, but
So you know, you only got one time to burn me, and I'm off you forever. So
okay, I get that. Okay, yeah, I don't know. Like it's worked out, and because I've seen it where it says no, then it'll say yes, but it's not really that important. Like
hmm,
it's summarizing all these websites, which I'm pretty sure it sucks for all these people because
well,
I'm not going into the
yeah.
article, but it's like I
Well,
don't know.
like, I don't know if you just saw the thing. 'Cause I guess it went live Tuesday, but you can't Google disregard. Apparently, I was reading a little bit, like
Huh?
the AI results are kind of messing up or something with it. This is a whole big article on TechCrunch where basically, here, let me share the screen. What happens when, like, the actual search result works, but, like, for them to say, like, we're going to use AI search to be the internet or be our search now,
Hmm.
this is essentially what you get when you search it.
Huh?
So it's like, that means you didn't do the necessary stuff to make sure words, like, granted, I don't know who's actually going to Google disregard and nothing else with it, but it's like, what other combination of words then potentially won't work because it has some keyword in there that just basically breaks your AI. Th-
It doesn't. It doesn't right now. I guess it just whatever they did this, it did it. But
oh yeah,
right
this
now it's
this
fine.
this article is from probably this article is probably from Tuesday.
Although a lot of these things are about the disregard issue. Like a lot of things I
Yeah,
find it. But yeah.
actually, this article is from 9 a.m. this morning. So yeah, they probably fixed it over the course of the day.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, but it's like, why are you doing these type of tests in real time essentially? Like where was your QA with it?
That is true. You should have. I mean, you would think they would have something to run. I mean, I don't know, run every word through Google search. I mean,
Something.
at this point, they got to know that they don't want it to break. They don't want nothing to happen to it. Even before the AI stuff, they should have something to test every word
Mhm.
in there. You know,
Well, not
you
only
would
that,
think.
with how polarizing AI is, they know that people were going to look for a way to disparage it.
Oh yeah.
Why aren't you trying to make sure to minimize that?
Oh yeah. That's true. Yeah. I don't know. That's a weird thing to for them to miss. I mean, I guess that that's funny because I'm thinking about that could probably be a word that you could say to your Google Assistant,
Oh yeah, for sure. For
and
sure.
it'll probably whatever, like or Siri or whatever,
Oh yeah, I'm sure
you
if I
know.
went Siri and then disregard, it
Yeah,
didn't I'm glad it didn't pick up right now,
I
but
say cancel all the time, so
yeah,
it's a new
like
concept.
I'm
Yeah,
glad. I'm sure that that happened. So it's like it's not a new concept. It's just weird that you didn't test it. Like
right, right.
especially like I said, just this whole AI being in search. I didn't like the AI overviews for the reason that you were just talking about because it's like now you're stopping people from going to websites and
Yeah,
it doesn't help the end user. It helps the end user, but it doesn't help the people who are creating all of this stuff. And then it's the same question we have with anything AI. What happens when the people who you want to be the consumers can no longer consume because they don't have the means to?
yeah,
And no one
that's
has the
true.
answer for that.
I mean, the problem is, every website like uh, I had to bring up the Verge.
Sure.
I used to go to them all the time, and now I avoid because now they have their subscription thing that
Yeah.
basically stops you from seeing anything half the time. I'm like, damn, like I'm not about to subscribe. It's like I already got enough subscriptions.
Yeah.
Subscribing to a website is kind of to me it's kind of wild. And I was like, I don't know.
It it is, but it isn't
I
because
get why they're
it's
doing
like you're
it.
getting it's like
I
you're getting a
understand.
magazine, like and ad revenue is down. Yeah,
And I
obviously.
think they have a podcast too that they like include with it and all that other stuff. But
Okay.
I get it. I understand, but it's just like I ain't done it to no other website.
No, it
I'm just like I don't know. I love the Verge, but yeah, I was like, no, I can't.
that's fair.
Yeah,
I mean, I think it's one of those things where you it's like any other subscription. If it means enough to you, you'll
you'll
subscribe.
do it. Yeah, yeah,
So, it's that, but like I guess to continue down their announcements, half of these are for search. Like they're doing vibe coding in search now. I don't even know what I don't outside of AI, why are you coding in search? Like, even if this wasn't an AI search, like KI coding, what does that mean for you? Like
vibe coding is such a funny term to hear people say.
the
Um,
Anthropic, I think he's the CEO of Anthropic, said he hates that term.
it's so funny. It's just it's like I mean, I guess you can do that, but it's just like, is that where we're headed? I don't
Oh,
know. It's just like I've never done that. Like like I said, I've used AI to do certain stuff, and I was like, hey, do this and then do this, fix this. Like I've done that, but not just you don't touch it at all. And you just like, hey, do
hmm
this, do this, do this. No, do that. I can't. It's just so interesting.
I do know people who've done it. I
Can you get a job off of that?
people at my job are doing it.
No, but I mean getting hired. Why? That's all you can do. That's what I'm wondering.
Oh,
That's why I'm wondering where
I
we're
I
going.
don't think so. I feel like this, at least now, maybe a couple years from
That's
now,
crazy.
when things deteriorate, they might. But I do know people, like I said, not any of our developers, but like there are people who will come to at my job and be like, "Oh yeah, I think they all use Chat GPT. I don't know, one of the
Hmm.
ones, whatever, built
Hmm.
me all of this." And then they'll say something didn't work because it sounds like it's still requiring you to at least have like a base level of knowledge. I haven't used it myself, so I couldn't say, but it sounds like you're supposed to at least have something. And some of those people who are using it don't have that. And so they're
Right.
like, this didn't work. Why didn't it work? And it's like, well, yeah, you told it to do something wrong.
Hmm.
And now you don't know how to comb through all of this to do to fix it.
Right.
And I'm not trying to be in here fixing your mistakes because you messed up
Yeah.
because you thought that this program could do it. And that's where like, why are we putting this in search? I don't know what it, like I said, this one isn't even the fact that it's AI. I just don't understand what are you coding in
So
search that you would want this to do?
okay, so they're coding and search. Are they like? Can right now with developers in general, Stack Overflow is a website that we go to a lot
Hmm.
for, just code snippets or whatever. Um, I
Which
can see you asking and it giving you that,
I
but
thought that
like,
at first too, until Google said that this will generate apps.
well, a lot of these different
Because
a lot of these AIs are saying that now,
Yeah,
where
because
you
at
can
first
develop apps.
I thought the exact same thing that you were saying, and I was like, that actually is useful because
Yeah,
let me tell you, especially like with SQL, like we use a lot of Python code and stuff at
right.
work. So like I'm on Stack Overflow all the time,
Yeah,
trying to and
yeah,
it would be great if I could just explain what my issue is and it could
yeah,
give me an answer.
yeah.
But no, they when they said that like this can generate apps and it's utilizing their new anti-gravity thing, which it can harness like Google data, like weather, live map, reviews, and stuff like that. But it's like, why is this in search? That's really my main thing with this particular issue is just like
You're
making
adding too
this
much to search. It's
to
like
search.
it's like they're trying. So you could, I think like Claude and all those now, they
Hmm.
have like applications you have to download
Yeah,
to do it. It sounded they're trying to get ahead of that. Like,
by
hey,
saying
you already
you
have it.
you got
It's
Chrome.
in Google already. You already have
Yeah.
it. You don't download anything. And I think it sounds like that's what they're trying to do. But I feel that
Hmm.
that's just gonna make it painful for the people that don't want that.
Right.
Like, because you're enabling all this on default. All this stuff is on, I'm sure,
Oh
and you
yeah,
have
for
to go
sure.
ahead and opt out. A lot of people don't know how to do that or want to do that.
Hmm.
Some people just want to go to the search, look for something, and get off. They're
Hmm.
not trying to do all of that. It's just gonna make it more complicated. It's fine for us. We can disregard it or whatever. Let's just
Hmm.
disregard. We can do all that, but it's like for people that don't want all that extra stuff being added, it's just gonna get more complicated. Probably
Hmm.
more terrible results, more complicated results. Some people just want a simple answer. Um, I don't know. AI review. That's what I mean. I mean, that's the main thing I use it for. I swear. Just hey, does this movie have? That's it. Like I don't really use for anything else. Um,
I I
I don't know.
had like I said, it gave me wrong information too many times. So I was prone to just scrolling down past it.
Yeah.
And then I had saw an article on like how to make it so your default search in Google, even when
Okay.
you type it in, even when you type it like just in the Chrome address bar, the default search will take you to where it hides it. So
Okay.
I'm happy again until they,
Okay.
like I said, until they break that because I know they'll probably break that eventually. But
More than likely, yeah.
I'm sure. But continuing, I guess we should try to get through the rest of what they announced. They announced Gemini Omni, which is like their video editing. It says video editing thing. In the showcase, they mainly showed them creating stuff. I never saw them editing an actual video with it.
My
So
idea was it was just a like a video generation thing. Because I know they have VO, I believe. I think this combines VO and some other things together.
yeah, and there, what is it called? Like Nana Banana, right? Isn't that?
I think so.
I think it
Yeah.
combines that, but like I said, it's so they claim in their press release on it, they call it uh their new video editing platform where you can prompt the changes you want to see to reimagine an action, change the point of view, or adjust the lighting over multiple turns. Again, I don't remember, at least unless I missed it, I don't remember them ever showing any of that. And a lot of what they were showing was very iterative off of already created AI video. So it's
Now I'm
like,
looking at it right now. It says create video with Gemini Omni, create from anything, images, text, video, put yourself. Oh yeah, that's what the main thing they could talk about, putting yourself in the videos. Put yourself in
yes,
the videos and then it says refine with Gemini.
it was like the green screen effect, like it's on TikTok.
I guess, but now look, I will admit, I saw a video of this guy. I swear, like 10 minutes or 15 minutes after the event,
Yeah.
He looked pretty good. He looked pretty entwined like a Game of Thrones video, and I was like, I'm scared. this
I
is
have to I have to
this
look,
is
yeah,
this is too much. I was like, hold on. He looked like he actually in there. It's weird. I was like, this is bad for these
a lot of this stuff.
directors. These directors. I'm a little worried for y'all. Like, cause
I don't
some of this
think
stuff,
I don't
I'm
think
like,
it I don't think it will, because a lot of the time also you would notice it's like a 2-second clip because anytime further it starts to
oh, you think
deteriorate.
of the mess up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I
I
don't
was looking at it right now. I have access to it. Maybe I'll try and make one. You got to make your avatar and stuff first. You got like video
no.
stuff, saying stuff, and all this stuff. And I was like, yeah, they already got my information anyway. Let me just go ahead and do it.
Yeah, I guess. The other thing that they announced was their Gemini Spark, which is like their, I guess, personal AI. I don't know if this is like what Gemini already is, and they just renamed it because it sounded like what Gemini's already doing. Um, this is the one where they were saying like it can basically do stuff for you, like it can reply to your emails, it can do
Yeah,
the
this is our
whole,
personal assistant.
yeah, it can I it everything that it said it could do sounded like something that they said last year with that Gemini, not even just Gemini, when they had the Google Assistant. These are all things that I swear it said that it could do before. And maybe it's
I'm
just more.
assuming this can act on its own now. I think,
That's what I was gonna say because I know
which
I
is
know
scary.
in the like the whole showcase, that's the one where they had the thing like, hey, book me an airline ticket, and it said okay, done.
Hmm.
And that was the one where MKBHD was like, no, there has to be more steps to this. And they obviously came out and said, yeah, there's clearly more
Yeah,
steps to this
yeah,
because that would be stupid.
yeah.
Imagine telling your AI assistant, book me an airline ticket. Okay, we're done. You don't know where you're going. You don't know when you're going. You don't know what your seat is. You don't know where you.
Mm-mm.
Imagine that. So this one is that they're doing their daily brief. Also, it can send you like daily updates on your life, essentially, which that is
Yeah,
very useful. Actually, I don't. I think this is a hey, we were already able to do this. AI is just going to be smarter in getting it to you, and we need to say that AI is doing something because this is very useful. But I'm pretty sure my daily briefing is already this.
yeah. It says coming soon too. It's not
Yeah, I'm
there
very
yet.
this one I'm curious about what can it do for me that it's not already doing for me. And I mean, look, if it makes it better, I'll be happy with it. But it's like I don't know how much more it could do for me with that. Like I feel like this is just like we're gonna put a little bit more polish on it. And then the last thing that they talked about was the Ask YouTube and Omni for shorts. So that's the shorts. Omni for shorts is the thing that you were talking about with the green screen effect.
Hmm.
And Ask YouTube will essentially watch a YouTube video for you and give you the summary, and so you don't have to watch it.
Now, hold on.
No,
A coding video or something, or so
no,
I don't know. I mean, listen, so it
no.
might be
This is gonna be
useful.
useful. This is gonna be useful for a lot of people. I'm saying for me specifically because I don't like even websites that
I think I
summarize.
already have AI summaries. I think already too.
They
I think I
might,
already
but
have that.
I'm not even talking about AI summaries. You know, there are so many like learning things where they're like, hey, here's the video, and then we summarize the video afterwards, and it could be somebody who created it. That still never helps me personally
Ah,
because I feel like you miss a step or two in there where it's like
that's
you
true.
summarize this, and now I'm like, wait, how did you get from here to here? So I'm still gonna have to watch the video.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm thinking more of like after you watched it, like a
oh, for like notes and
something.
stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Hmm.
Like something you can have afterwards. I wouldn't use it as like a replacement of the video. I would
Hmm.
use it as a study guide or a cheat sheet afterwards.
They
Like so I
claim
can
it's a
remember
more
some stuff.
conversational way to search YouTube. So
See, I don't think you.
I also,
I like searching for a video that way, like just saying it or whatever. You did it on TV and stuff all the time.
yeah,
But like not
yeah. But when they say conversational, I don't, I don't know how, I don't know if I would ever search like, yeah, I'm looking for some type of like,
no,
I don't know if I would ever
no.
do it.
I got about 3 or 4 words that I know I'm gonna
Right,
search for.
right.
Like no, I know. I want a video that I think I need. No,
Yeah.
you're not talking to no.
Their example was it says that you can look up tips on teaching a child how to ride a bike. And
Hmm.
it's like, how much more conversational do you need to be than
Right.
that? I can just
Give me a
say,
video on teaching my kid how to ride a bike. Like I'm not about to.
I don't know what they mean by that. And then, like I said, they say that Ask YouTube will compile the most relevant videos across all YouTube catalog, including long form videos and shorts, and provide an
Mhm.
interactive, structured response.
That's what it does already. I
I
don't know. That's what it does already. I think a lot of this stuff, even when Apple did that event last year, they just kept slapping AI on everything, and I was like,
Mhm.
this is just stuff you normally do. I don't know.
And that's what I was
A
saying
buzzword.
before. I feel like half of this stuff is stuff that's like not new,
Yeah.
but now it says AI, and then the other half is like stuff that AI they want it to be able to do eventually, and it's not quite there yet,
You
but
can
we
just
got to
call
get
it
ahead of the
machine
curve.
learning. That's what they used to
Oh
call
yeah,
it. It's
for
just
sure,
machine
for
learning.
sure,
And then they just switched it to AI.
for
It's
sure.
just
Because
so funny.
you get an extra billion or two if you call it AI. You know,
Here
that's
we
all,
are.
and that's all you need.
Ugh.
But that was Google. That was Google I/O in what 20 minutes, I guess, give or take. Like I said,
Yeah, it
Google
wasn't.
AI.
It wasn't a lot of. It wasn't a lot there.
No, I miss when
Uh,
Google I/O used to be product announcements and stuff like that. Like even the Android show wasn't really product. Like they talked about Android XR
yeah.
and they showed the two glasses, but I'm pretty sure those are the exact same glasses they showed at that Samsung event.
Yeah, I think it was, and then the last thing was the X Real things, right? I think
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think that was announced that they had a deal with X Real before.
I don't think it was
I don't
announced
think so.
either. But it's like
Yeah,
even that's not a new product
it's not.
announcement.
No,
Like
it's
so
not.
it's
They just put out like they just put out some new ones with wrong. So it's like literally that same week.
mhm.
I was like,
Mhm.
so it's not like unless yours will be better than that. Like
Mhm.
those have to be better than those. I guess it has Android on it or whatever. But
I'm
it's just
pretty
like okay.
sure the ROG ones probably have
But
Android.
I don't think they're independent. I think you have to have
Oh,
something plugged in
okay.
for it to do anything. I think
Yeah.
maybe the Android XR ones have Android actually on them or whatever. So
Yeah, so I don't know. I was gonna call it Google AI, but Google
I
I/O.
mean, it's called Google Intelligence. I mean, close
I
enough.
mean, right? It was a miss for me this year just because I liked last year where they had a lot of the like AI feature updates, but there were
Right,
still it was still around product announcements,
right,
and you can see that they still cared about hardware. Where
right.
now I don't really know if they care about hardware at all. It's just like, look, we can give you middle of the road because the software will take you the next step, and that's not always the case.
Yeah, I'm very curious on WWDC now because I'm just like, because you remember how heavy they were on AI what 2 years
Mhm.
ago. I'm
Mhm.
like, please don't be a repeat of that. Like, I don't know. I'm very curious on what Apple's going to do at this event now. They're just like, this is a lot of AI talk, a lot of it's coming soon. Half the
Yeah.
shit nobody's going to use. Somebody's going to use it, sure, but it's not like I have what is it? Google Pro, Google something, whatever it is, and it has this new Gemini, this Omni, and all that shit in it. It has all that. I ain't gonna use none of that shit. Like it's in there, but I
Mhm.
wanted it for the 5 terabyte of space. That's what I wanted
Mm,
for
mhm.
my Google
Mhm.
Drive. That's what I wanted it for. But and I get it through Verizon. I get it for $10 to the 20.
I'm
So
trying to get rid of my Google Drive.
really, why?
I'm tired of paying for a cloud service. I'm trying to get a NAS.
Oh, okay. I told you I have it's usually 20, but I got it
Yeah,
for 10 through Verizon. So
to
that's
be fair,
why I have it.
I'm only paying for the 200 gigs. I don't necessarily need the
I
five
got five
terabyte.
terabytes. Yeah.
I don't see.
So
I wouldn't need
yeah,
that because
cool.
it's like I'm not about to put my videos up there because it's like it's still
Mm,
gonna be the time it's gonna take to download it. So I just rather keep a flash drive or like a hard drive with me, and I got like those NVMe like SSDs. So I just keep one of those for like the videos
oh,
and
okay.
stuff.
I have looked at that Nas thing. I think Ugreen has some that I've been looking
That
at.
that's the
But
one
then
I've
you
been
buy
looking at.
that, but then you have to buy each bay or whatever, each hard
Mm.
drive extra. And I'm like, that's gonna be very expensive by the time you get
So
done.
they have a 2 bay one. Actually, I was looking at the 4 bay one, but the basic one is like the 2 bay one. It's like 200.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like for
You
your
gotta
example,
get
you were saying
the
you have 5 terabytes.
yeah.
You can get 2 4 terabyte ones at the time when I was looking, and this was a couple months ago, for basically another 100 each. So 8 terabytes for
Oh,
200.
okay.
So you figure all in on 400 versus 400 over the course of how long I've been paying for Google. Well, actually, because I'm only probably paying $2 $3 a month. It might be longer for me, but like for you, over the course of you probably been paying $10 a month, it'll pay for itself eventually. At least that's what I tell myself.
See, that's not bad, but I know like when they always talk about those things, they always say one of the bays needs to be your backup
Yeah,
replicant or
redundancy.
whatever. Yeah. So it's like really you don't really have eight, you still have four.
Are you gonna miss that terabyte? Are
I
you
mean,
using?
I said you have to have the same amount on
Yeah, so
both.
that's the thing.
You
So four
know,
and four, you have
yeah,
four
you only
terabytes
have four.
essentially.
I mean, I guess not. I don't know. It's an upfront cost, I guess. You
It
got,
is
I
for
guess,
sure. And
figure out what you
to
want to
be
do.
to be honest, that is why I haven't gotten it yet. I'm talking
Yeah,
all about it. I usually haven't had it.
yeah.
Um, but I like that, and supposedly the places where I'm going to use it, it would be easier to download because I would probably put it at our studio, and then when I'm here, I
You
can
still be
access
able to.
all the files,
Yeah,
and that should theoretically be better uploading because it's just like you're uploading to your base hard drive
right.
when I'm there, and then when I'm at home, it should be a faster download because it's not going through Google servers. It's going
Sure.
through a more, like, I don't think it's as dedicated as you would expect, but it's more dedicated than just general Google's.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I thought about it. Well, let's see. I don't know. This cloud storage is annoying though. So
Oh yeah, for
we'll
sure,
see.
for sure. I'm
If I
not
could switch everything to one, that's the problem too. Like I can't be like, hey, iPhone, use Google Drive.
really.
You know, you can't like you know how I use iCloud. Like if I could replace iCloud with
Oh,
like Google Drive, like it'll transfer your photos and stuff like that. But I want to like just use Google Drive and that's it. I think
hmm
that then I could, cause iPhone always talking about, oh, you run out of space. Get on my face. like just transfer all my stuff to Google Drive, please. Thanks.
no, I
So,
get that. I for sure
so
get that. So let's move on to Meta's new app called Forum. Have you heard about this?
no.
So
What's
this
that?
is
Oh
essentially
God.
this is a quietly released app. Apparently, I hadn't heard anything about it either. But this is, so like the Facebook groups, like
Yeah.
this is essentially an app dedicated for that. So it's their way of attacking Reddit, I guess. It's probably the best way to put it. And
Oh, okay.
so instead of having to go to the Facebook app, you can download Forum. Now you have access to all your Facebook groups. And it feels like it's a quiet way that they're trying to decouple all of these other things that they know people probably still use Facebook for from the timeline, or like the news feed. I think that's what it's called on there.
Oh,
Because like
okay.
obviously you can have the Messenger app without needing the Facebook app.
Yeah.
Now you can have this without needing that. I,
Okay.
I don't know who's really looking at Reels on Facebook and wouldn't want their Instagram to do that, but in a sense, that's
I hear
essentially
people talk
that.
about they make money on Facebook. I hear people say that a lot.
I do
But
hear. I mean,
yeah.
Geek said it's
So
monetized on
that's why you
Facebook
share
now.
everything on there. So
Yeah, Geek said it's
yeah.
monetized on there now. But I know every reel that we put on Instagram, because like you said, it does automatically go over there.
Hmm.
I'm assuming it's probably the same the other way. Like I've never uploaded to Instagram or to Facebook and then said share it to Instagram because I'm
Yeah.
always Instagram focused.
Right.
But I have to imagine it's the same way. So
I
I have to
I would
imagine it's like
think
the same library.
maybe.
Maybe,
I guess.
I don't know. I have to look into it.
I mean, I know people. You can go live on Facebook and stuff too.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I feel like people only do that through StreamYard or through something else, not on there directly. I
Yeah, I've
don't know.
never went live
I
on
don't really go
Facebook.
on Facebook. I don't. I have one, but I don't.
I have one too.
I don't go on there though.
I go in there every so often. Like I go in there maybe when our group chat, our Geek Set group chat is still through there just from it's been on there for years. So I have Messenger on my phone for that. But sometimes I'll like if I'm at my computer, I'll just log on to Facebook and I can answer right there instead of having to pick it on my phone. But I'm probably gonna download this because I do have some Facebook groups that I used to be way more active in that I fell off of because I just don't go on Facebook anymore.
Uh,
And this will
maybe
be
yeah.
this will be a nice way to make my return and not have to deal with the timeline. So probably by next week I'll have an update on how it works and everything because from the pictures that they showed and here I can share those obviously it it looks like it looks clean, it looks nice, you know.
Yes.
I don't know if these are actual groups or if this is like you have to start join new groups again. That's where I want to test and look for myself. But um for somebody who wants to just talk to their groups and not other parts of Facebook, this probably would be very nice.
Yeah, that's true. Um, I think one group that was on there was like when I used to go to screenings for movies a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
there
to
was
be
one of
honest,
the
that's
groups I was in.
most of the groups I'm in. Like I'm in one for like DaVinci Resolve creators, black anime, like black geeks and stuff like that, like black anime
Yeah,
groups and stuff. So it's like groups like those where we haven't transcended to other platforms.
right.
I'm sure there are people who I'm like, dang, I ain't spoke to in forever because of that. So
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I think that's pretty much what I have on there. I'll download it too, and I'll see.
I wonder is it gonna last time I was on Facebook, it told me like, hey, you might know this person. It was Joel.
Mm,
So I wonder if the more and more we go back onto Facebook after speaking to each other on other platforms, are you going to show up in their like recommended friends?
it could be a possibility.
You know, these apps are all talking to each other. So, moving on to our next topic. This is very quick. Starbucks is abandoning their AI inventory tools. I don't know if you saw this,
What does that
but
even mean?
so they had rolled out an automatic counting software basically that would scan you could scan the items on the shelves and it would
Oh,
basically inventory it. The reason I brought this up is I watch a lot of Bar Rescue,
mhm.
and on Bar Rescue they have this tool called what is it called? Dang it, I had the name and it just blanked for me. But whatever. The tool basically you would scan your liquor bottle, bartender, that's what it's called, bartender, and you would scan your liquor bottle, like you would take the picture and scan it, and then you would come back and scan it again, like after your shift, and it would tell
Yeah.
you how much you should have sold versus like basic,
Oh,
and then tell you how much you obviously if your sales don't match what they claim you should have sold, that's you're lost. And Bar Rescue, he loves using it. And when I saw this, I was like, I wonder is this tied to that? Like, I wonder if they're falling under the same thing because what they say that this is supposed to do is supposed to speed up inventory tracking because they can use the mobile device to scan items on the shelves and it would automate stuff like counting milk syrups, basically go through all that and automate the orders process. I guess it was getting that wrong.
oh, like if they
And
run out of something, they order it for
mhm,
them and all that.
mhm.
Okay. Okay.
So they don't necessarily say whether it was getting it wrong in the positive or the negative. I
Mm.
assume they're ordering stuff too often because it's costing them more money. I bet that's the reason. Because I feel like if you're not gonna if you're saving you money by not ordering enough, you're probably not gonna care as much unless it becomes too detrimental.
Yeah, that is. See, that's weird because it's like, yeah, I can see this being a good use for it
Mm-hmm.
to, keep track of it so you don't have to. That
Mm-hmm.
does it sounds smart,
Mm-hmm.
but then it's like, and it still fucks up.
And that's
So
the
it's
thing.
like
This is a great tool. I bet. I want to
it's
know
kind of
where
like a
it went
simple thing
wrong.
it should be able to do.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it says it was developed in partnership with this company called Nomad Go.
Hmm.
And from everything the blog post they were speaking on, like I said, it was supposed to always help them see what was in stock. And they don't give a reason why they went back to manual counting and everything. But like I said, really the main reason I brought it up because I wanted to see if one of you had heard about it.
Mm-mm.
And then two, because like I said, the whole bar rescue aspect of it, where it's like, why
I
aren't
think
y'all?
it's a very smart thing, but if it's messing up and making you pay more out than you need to, especially right now, I'm pretty sure prices are high.
Mm-hmm.
To get your inventory, to bring it to you. I'm sure it's not cheap right now. It's probably getting worse. It's probably like, look, we can't have this thing ordered now. We need to order when we ready. When we dire, we need it to order because it might be ordered on the right cadence. They're just like, look, we can't afford to
Oh,
order all
maybe.
this thing once. It's like, hey, you need to order this. They're like, yeah, no, we're gonna wait another week. Yeah, I wonder if that was happening. I wonder if that's it might have been useful when prices weren't hell.
Right.
The probably when it was useful, but after that, well, no, we can't order this stuff right now.
Yeah, in
So
the article I read, they spoke to one employee who obviously was speaking anonymous. They were
mhm.
saying like, the idea at the time was great. They were all for it, but
Yeah,
they said yeah, execution was just proving difficult. Now, what does
yeah,
difficult mean to your point?
yeah.
Maybe it was too effective, and they like, yo, we can't afford all this.
I wonder if that's what it is. I wonder because it's probably like, hey, it's probably recommending the right thing. Like, hey, you need to order this now. They're like, yeah, no.
Hmm.
They're
Yeah,
like,
no, yeah.
I know.
Or it wasn't even saying, hey, you need to order this now. It's hey, we saw that you were low on peppermint syrup, so we ordered
Ah,
some. And it's
little
time to
shit.
cancel.
No. They're like, hey, cancel that shit. No, no, no,
No,
no.
it's too late. It's
We just look. I don't know if you've been to a Starbucks where they're like, oh yeah, we don't have that. Like
I
they're like,
ain't been inside of Starbucks in so long. I just go through the drive-through.
I've been somewhere they be like, yeah, we don't have that. And I'm like, but it's on your what? What do you mean you don't have it? They
Oh,
probably like,
that's crazy.
so I just wonder. I just wonder if that's the thing.
Yeah, I don't know when the last time I actually went inside. Cause
I've only been to like I haven't been to like I haven't been to like a full one. A lot of them are just inside of other stores.
like inside like a Target or
Yeah,
inside
yeah,
somewhere else.
yeah, yeah,
Yes, I have been to one of those recently.
yeah.
Yes. I was inside. There's one inside the mall here,
Mm.
and yeah, I just thought it was a mall location, so it's like they be missing plenty of stuff all the time. I
I
didn't think
wonder if
about
this
it
is.
being.
They probably like we can't afford to order no more
No,
of this
yeah,
shit.
I didn't think about that. They
Yeah.
just be the places sometimes places inside malls be like missing stuff all the time. So I didn't think anything of it when didn't have whatever.
Yeah, that's how the economy is going, how all this stuff is going,
Hmm.
everything's rising. It doesn't surprise me when places be like, yeah, we don't have that flavor right now. We don't have that.
Hmm.
I'm like, oh, okay, well, that sucks. But okay. I'm
You're
like,
looking
damn.
at it as, oh, y'all can't afford it. Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
times is hard. I get it. I get it.
yeah. So good.
Well, on to our last listed topic, at least, and there's a couple Spotify news, so we could really talk about all of them inside this one.
Okay.
But this is the one I think is it's the coolest idea that they are doing, but it's also the smartest business tactic ever. So Spotify is now going to be starting reserving concert tickets for their most
Hmm.
dedicated fans. Obviously, the way they're going to do most dedicated fans is, oh, you have X amount of listening hours for
Hmm.
Drake or for Kendrick Lamar, or for Nicki Minaj, whoever, and we're going to reserve concert tickets for
Hmm.
you. And it's just like, this is one that's cool because I don't know if this is going through Ticketmaster. I doubt it, or like Live Nation and all of that. Like, I wonder how are they reserving these?
Did you see there's a lawsuit.
No, already for
it's
this?
it's coming not for this for Ticketmaster. I wonder if they're seeing the sunset.
Oh wait,
They're
no.
like,
But before we get to this, let's tell me about this Ticketmaster lawsuit.
I know they
Is
said
that the one you were posting in Discord?
maybe I know the trial is like a year away, but the fact that they have a date is very interesting. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay. I was like, this could be a big one. This would be a
Hold
big
up. Let
one.
me. I'm assuming
So
class action. Let me go get in and.
yeah, it definitely is that. Cause they definitely sent me an email like, hey, be on the lookout. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, yeah, please do. Cause I
Interesting.
have definitely spent some coin on
Yeah.
Ticketmaster.
So wait, what
So
is
give
the
me that.
lawsuit about? Is it like the whole same
The
price
fees and
gouging
stuff.
and stuff
Yeah,
like that? Okay.
yeah, yeah. And monopolizing. all that. The Ticketmaster has been the behemoth. I would say,
Okay.
and like Live Nation, all that stuff. Let me find the actual article because I thought that was so interesting. I said, "Oh,
Oh,
okay,
this agreement is with Live Nation, by the way. So,
yeah, Live
while
Nation
you're
and
searching,
Ticketmaster, yeah."
okay,
It says they're them both up here. So,
do I are they in?
United States District Court, California. So I guess it's them versus, I guess,
Yeah, I guess
California.
California's suing.
Yeah. So, this could be big.
So Live Nation does own Ticketmaster. Okay,
Yeah, Live
that
Nation knows a lot of stuff.
yeah, they
That's
do.
the problem.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
So
yeah.
essentially, so you could be right. They could be. What this is doing is it says that they will use streaming data, share history, and other app activity to identify real fans. And the feature called reserved, which
Hmm.
of course will hold 2 tickets for them.
Okay.
So you will get one for you and a friend. And like I said, that's cool for the super fans, for anybody, because like now you can get you and your friend in, or you and your
Right.
significant other, whoever, with you in for a ticket. But where I said it's genius is obviously it's using your streaming data, your share history, things that are going to keep you entwined into the Spotify ecosystem now. Because obviously they're doing videos too now. I'm sure that's going to be part of it. Like, this is something that is, I think it's super cool. I think it's smart. Um, as someone who doesn't use Spotify, kind of sad Apple, bite this and bring it up at WWE.
That's what I was about to say. That I was like, I mean, all of them should do it. Like
Yeah,
they're the ones that have the streaming data. They're the
right,
ones that know what the people are listening to.
right,
Maybe I mean even YouTube could do it too. I guess YouTube Music could do it. Um, let's see what happens with this. It'd be cool if you didn't have to go through Ticketmaster all
right.
the time. And for them to do stuff like this, it makes sense to me. Um, like I
And it's
said, they can see what you're playing, so why not?
and it's not like it's going to take away from anything else, essentially, because it's not like those tickets are going to always be there for you. It's
Right.
You're going to get like a day or two window to so it's like any other pre-sale, where
Yeah.
you'll have a day or two to be able to purchase, and if you don't, it gets released into the general public.
It's just like
So
how now when um if you're subscribed or usually like to that artist or their newsletter or whatever, sometimes they'll give you a code early, but
mhm,
even go to a certain pre-sale at the ticket
mhm.
anyway, and you have to put in a code word or whatever. So this is kind of like that, except you don't have to wait for that email. It'll just be, you're a super fan, we know that, so here's tickets for you,
I'm not gonna lie,
and that
I
give it to you
kind
for
of
free.
thought Spotify was already doing this, because every so often they'll send me an email. It'll say like a special thank you from some
Hmm.
artist who's on like some whatever I've been listening to.
Hmm.
Granted, it's not always the most accurate. Like, they might be on, like, this artist might be on a playlist or something I watch
Yeah.
or whatever. But like, for example, the most recent one I got is like a special thank you from Wiz Khalifa. I never click it because I don't have Spotify anymore. But like, it to your point, it is that same thing. It has the pre-sale, the code,
Yeah.
and it tells you when it ends.
Hmm.
So like, I kind of thought that they were doing this. I like that they're officially doing it.
Yeah. I think that's cool. I think it's a good idea.
Wiz is coming to Milwaukee.
Spotify. What was it? Is it Rap from them? Was it? Is it
Yes,
called Rap?
Spotify Wrapped.
I think that was the first one. I think they were the first one that did it. Everybody else started,
Hmm.
doing it, the replay and all that, whatever you call it from Apple. But yeah, stuff like that. So I think it's cool. This is hopefully they do it and all the ones follow suit. Um,
Especially, I wonder if they're going to expand this to other stuff. Like, obviously they have podcasts. A lot more podcasts are going on tours and stuff. I don't think you have the same type of like impetus
I
to
know.
have to buy immediately for podcast tours, but there are certain podcast tours that definitely sell out. So being able to do this for, like, if you're going on tour with your podcast, and now your most dedicated listeners can get a specific link saying like, hey, we're coming to a city near you, we think you would want to go to this, here's a ticket directly for you. Like I think that's really cool. That's another way that you could bridge the gap between creator and fan.
What do you think about the? You remember the announcement of AMC theaters doing the Arena One stuff,
I don't
where the
remind
art,
me of what that is.
so the artists now will perform, but it'll be streamed in the movie theater.
Oh,
So
so
it's like a live concert, but in a movie theater. So that's the thing that I think a few artists have been announced for it already. Like it's a movie. It could essentially maybe Spotify give you a ticket to it. Like
mhm.
here's a ticket voucher at for an AMC theater, and you could go. Like I don't know, I just wonder if they do that, cause that makes it very easy for artists to just perform wherever, but your fans can still watch. So I'm wondering how much those tickets are when for those concerts. That's what I'm wondering. I'm waiting to see that. It's
That
called
is
Arena One, so I'm curious if it's like the same price of movie ticket or
that
will it be a
is
price of a concert.
interesting.
So I'm really wondering about that. Cause that's how people been treating this Michael Jackson movie, to be honest,
Fair.
like a damn concert in the theater. So
To answer your question on price, let me see. So I just went to one. Um, this is for BB Rexa's.
oh shit, okay, there I know a few people have
Oh, you
announced for it.
yeah, but it's at certain AMC's,
Ah, okay.
and the one by me didn't have it. So I can, but they have a list, so you can click on a participating one.
Oh, it says 40 to 75.
Oh, does you already found the price?
Yeah, 40 to
Okay.
75. That's what they're saying.
This is interesting to me. I actually think this is a really cool idea too.
I mean, if it's clear enough, like the cameras, like, because apparently they have like a arena specifically made for this Arena One or whatever they're doing.
Oh, so this is specifically at this arena. And
Yeah,
then
from my understanding,
which
yeah,
that answers actually my next question. That was going to be the one of the things I was going to say could be a potential drawback is what if that arena doesn't have the capabilities for it? This artist may not be touring in that city. How do you pick all of that? And that makes so much more sense. And I actually do like the idea even more now. Because I
yeah,
feel like those are little things that you can iron those out. But
yeah,
that makes it really cool because it's the aspect of like Coachella's live streaming to YouTube.
yeah,
Instead of it being with you and whoever you invite over to your house, now you're with an entire auditorium full of fans.
yeah,
And I can already see the detractors going, well, you could do that if concerts weren't so pricey, but it's like there's still only a finite number of seats at any concert, no matter what the price is.
right,
And it may not be in the city near you. Like for somebody who may live in like the middle of Kansas or whatever,
yeah.
how
Now
many
they be able
cars
to
are
see the
actually
artist.
going there? Yes.
Now they be able to see
So
him.
this is really cool. And not only do they get to see them, they can go see it with a bunch of like-minded people.
Yeah,
Like that's the thing that makes live music so great is not only are you listening to an artist you really like, hell, sometimes you might not be listening to an artist that you know very well, but you're in that energy with everyone. Ideally, you should be in that energy with everybody in this theater. So
so
I actually really
it,
like this idea.
so it excludes A list. Of course it does.
Of course it does. You you knew
I
they
just
were.
wanted to look. I was gonna
You
look. I
knew
was like,
that.
let me see what it say. But yeah, so it excludes A
Where is
list.
the actual arena? Do you know?
I don't know. Okay, so BB Rexers, I'm looking at right now. There's a 9 p.m. showing for it. It's only 45.
It's not bad. Let's
Yeah.
see. Arena one. It
Interactive
doesn't.
live stream concert, live concert. It's 2 hours and 30 minutes long. It looks like all of them are 2 hours and 30 minutes long.
Okay.
So they have a certain amount of time for it.
I'm very curious where the actual arena is. Let's see. About. I bet it's somewhere.
Oh, it says filmed at Lidditz, Pennsylvania.
Oh.
Uh, the Lidditz campus where the arena one is based.
Oh, so they don't have a live crowd there then, I'm assuming.
I guess not. I think they're just
Oh.
performing for like how I guess maybe how they do those like I don't know performances that they put on YouTube.
Yeah,
That's like
like
a
we do
live
like
performance. Uh,
yeah.
No one is actually, there.
That's
They're just performing.
interesting.
It's gonna be interesting. This is this.
It
I'm
is.
very curious.
If I was more of a fan of any of these artists that they chose, and if they were doing this at an AMC near me, I would at least want to go check it out just to see the vibe of it. But
Yeah.
I wish now that they would have done it at like, say, if somebody's performing at the Sphere in Vegas, do it there because now you got the crowd around you,
I think they
and
want a dedicated arena for this, so
I
they can put
mean,
all the cinematic cameras and stuff in it. So they can always have that stuff there.
even
So
if you wanted to, sure, this now we're getting into the cost of more for,
yeah,
but build where you could have a crowd there.
can you imagine how much it would cost them probably to do it in a Spear
I
to
mean,
take away from other shows? No, I'm saying like they would have to have time slots at the Spear. Can you imagine?
yeah, but if it sounds like they have a time spot here, 9 Eastern, so you would do it 9 Pacific because that's about the time when the show happens.
Yeah.
So your tour stop is, if you wanted to have this Arena One, your tour stop is there,
Oh
and
yeah,
it's like one
that's
night of your
true.
tour.
That
It
yeah,
it should work.
you should.
The idea itself, like I said, don't get me wrong, the idea is fire. I just think that that's a missed opportunity to not also have a crowd there.
Yeah, that's true. They've got the technology nowadays where they can tune out the crowd. We've seen that.
Right.
So yeah,
Amazon does it when they do any of their live performances. I just watched Dua I say just watched, this was over Christmas. Dua Lipa, when she did her performance, and you can hear the crowd,
but it's not distracting. It
it's
doesn't
not
take away.
distracting at all.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
when she was singing, she's singing well over
yeah,
the crowd. It just felt like you were kind of a part of the people around you.
yeah. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. AMC just try to figure out ways to get people in these theaters. That's what they
Which they
try.
should.
You know,
I like stuff like this because
yeah,
obviously
keep
you
them
want people,
alive.
yes, I was gonna say you want people there to go to see movies, but to get people to go to the movies when they may not have, they just another reason to go out to the movies.
Yeah,
So I definitely I like this idea. Maybe we'll see it, like you said, maybe to bring it back to Spotify and reserving concert tickets. Maybe they do a partnership with AMC where it's like, hey, you know, you buy X amount of months Spotify premium, or you're
yeah,
subscribed X amount of months, you get a concert ticket to the Arena One ticket.
yeah,
Like that's definitely something that could work.
yeah. I can see that. It's cool. I was like, this is a cool idea.
Yeah, this idea is
Um,
I'm very shocked. I had not heard of this.
yeah. So I'm excited for that.
You could tell it's very much a trial run. Even on their website, they only have the 4 shows.
Hmm. Yeah. I gotta see how it goes. See how if try to see if it sell out probably or whatever. We'll
Hmm.
see how it goes. The tickets, like I said, the pricing isn't bad at all. Like that's pretty great. Um,
The price isn't bad. You got to find a way around the stigma of somebody being like, I'm paying $45 to go sit at a movie theater.
if you like the artist enough,
And
I feel like that's the thing.
that is true. Um,
That's the thing. I don't
but
know how many of the huge artists are gonna do this though. I don't know that they'll do this. So that's the
fair.
thing. That's the now if they get everybody to do it, then that'd be amazing. But nah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it's one of those things. This company might not be the one to do it. Like, they always say like the early adopters sometimes don't make it with it, but the next iteration might be the one that works.
Right.
So we'll see what comes of it. I'm gonna definitely look more into it and see what their next shows will be, because I want to see how well it could work. Like you could tell they're still trying to sell this.
Yeah.
But before we get out of here, you got any other topics you wanted to speak on?
IMAX possibly being on
Yes, I
sale.
almost forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, IMAX is potentially on sale. They're holding preliminary talks through intermediaries. There's been no pitches, nothing. So it's basically like we're trying to see what we could get. And let me change the banner before I forget. Basically like what is our value type of talk. Um,
You know, when I saw this, the first thing I thought
I'm very curious.
is,
Who do you think?
you know how they just came up with Infinity Vision, right?
Oh, you think Disney buys them?
Maybe they heard about this. They're like, yeah, let's make Infinity Vision, and we're gonna buy that shit and turn it into Infinity. That'd be
That's
so funny. That'd be
crazy.
so funny to me. If they do that, I'll be laughing for days.
That is not who I thought immediately.
Who you thought
I
immediately?
I immediately thought Netflix.
Mm. If anybody, if anybody they're allowed to buy it, sadly, these
Oh my
days,
god.
it will be Paramount, which is
Unfortunately.
so sad. But like, I don't know. It's gonna be so interesting to see how this goes. I was like, wow, they said like I did see Adam Glavik, I believe. He does Heroes Reforged. He did it, he said something on Twitter that was interesting. He was like he would rather they combine with Dolby and
Oh,
do it together. I was like, that would be cool. I wouldn't mind that. The Dolby sound and the black,
yeah.
the colors with the expanded view. That would be cool. Dolby and IMAX screen together. I
Yeah.
would love it now because I love Dolby and I love IMAX. I would love for them to somehow combine those technologies and do it together. That would be cool.
I
I
was
don't know.
looking at a CNBC article on this and they said they're most likely whoever their analyst they're talking to here. He said that he thinks the most likely suitors would be Netflix. Like I was saying, I think Netflix is just sort of because everybody assumes that they're in the buying mood after losing out on WB.
Mm,
I just think that Netflix will love to get their hands on saying like, oh, this now you can watch the most premium format on Netflix TVs, and you have to go through us essentially if you want to use this type of format in theaters. And
yeah,
now we can use that to cut deals to get more stuff onto Netflix. That was literally my play with it. But
that
the other
that
two,
does make sense.
I can
But
see them doing
yeah,
that.
I can.
But the other two that this guy was saying was he thinks that Apple or Sony could also be, and Sony I actually really agree with because Sony already has that camera line.
Oh,
They already do cinema cameras,
okay.
and
I,
so
hmm.
getting that IMAX technology, and now you're utilizing for your Sony Venice line of cameras, which like their pro film cameras. I
Hmm.
could very much see them and Apple just because Apple is definitely flirting with doing more on like production cinema wise.
Yeah, they definitely have done that. They add an IMAX mode to your iPhone.
Oh my god, that'd be crazy.
You can expand it or whatever you want. That'd be so
That,
funny.
that'd be so useless. Like I feel like that's
Somebody'll do it.
somebody will do it, but I feel like that screen is too small for you to get good use out of something like that.
Um, I- the Netflix one is very interesting to me.
Oh, Disney is also on this list as logical
Well, yeah,
strategic
that,
candidates. Yeah.
that's the first. I just thought about the Infinity Vision just because I was like, this is that would be a petty thing for them to do.
I
Like,
mean,
just take it,
we both led with Petty. I get it.
Yeah. So, but Netflix, I mean, that'll be interesting. I mean, we don't necessarily. I mean, they wouldn't get rid of it. Sounds like so necessarily. I guess theaters wouldn't die if we
No.
take it away. But it's like I don't know. I never thought of a possibility of IMAX selling or being sold or whatever.
Hmm.
Honestly, I didn't never thought about like who owns it or anything. I never even thought about any of that before with that. Um,
So
yeah,
to that regard, they're obviously not actively pursuing the sale. This is just sort of the CEO. I guess he told shareholders that IMAX is an incredibly valuable player, either as a wholly
it is.
differentiated public traded company or part of a larger company.
Yeah.
So that's where they're kind of like, oh, wait, what do you mean, or part of a larger company? And it's like,
I mean, look at the discourse we got going on right now about Dune taking about the IMAX screens and
yeah,
Avengers not having it. This is a very big deal. It's a big part of discussion right now.
to that
So,
to that point,
it's leverage for them too. They
I'm
could probably
surprised
use it.
AMC isn't on. I guess maybe AMC is probably hurting for cash, but I'm surprised. I should say a theater chain isn't on this list. Now, granted, Sony does own. I think Jamie was saying
How much
early.
would this cost? That's the thing.
So they're publicly
Like,
traded. So you figure, what is their stock at?
because it's used in so many theaters. It's like I don't know that'd be a big deal for one chain to have it.
I mean, that's why I
It'd
said
be
AMC.
kind
I
of.
feel like AMC is the largest chain, right?
I think so.
So that's why I was
AMC a couple of years ago was buying up smaller chains
right.
and renaming them. Because I remember the theater I used to go to was a whole different name, and they renamed it, and they had like a Dolby esque theater, and they like redid that Dolby theater. Now it's Dolby, now it's Dolby Cinema or whatever. So it's AMC Dolby Cinema. So I don't know. AMC got money somewhere with with them buying up other theater chains and stuff. I
Yeah.
haven't heard about
So
Regal doing that. I've heard Regal closing more than anything.
I
So
take that back. I didn't know that this was a theater chain. So when I was saying that I'm surprised there's no theater chains on this list, one of the ones that they had, wait, where did that go? So is this company called Cinepolis?
oh, did they own Cinemark? Hold on.
No,
I
Cinemark
heard
is its own chain. So Cinepolis is a Mexican theater chain, but
really.
they're the number 3 largest theater chain in the world.
Oh, okay.
So it's AMC, Cineworld, which is a UK based one,
Mm.
Cinepolis, and then Cinemark.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I don't know. I'm very curious if this Cinepolis chain
Oh, Cineworld owns Regal. Okay.
Cineworld does.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say I don't know if this Cinepolis chain. They might be all through. So they're in India, the Middle East. They have some U.S. based theaters. They operate looks like more luxury based theaters. They have a few in New Jersey. We'll have to
Oh,
ask
wait.
Joel if he's been to one of them.
So they
Uh,
bought. Hold on. I'm reading this. I'm trying to find something really interesting. So Cineworld bought Regal in 2018, but now they're filing for bankruptcy
oh
a couple
wow,
years ago. That might explain why all those Regals started closing.
yeah,
Wow.
maybe.
Okay.
So it does sound like there are some theater chains also, though, at least in looking
That'd
at
be
it.
interesting. This is. I'm definitely following this. This is
I am
interesting.
too now. Like these last two stories, both I will be following very closely because both of these are very interesting, and I feel like they could change a lot.
Yeah.
So,
Um. I guess one other thing, the last thing I added on the list just like a few minutes ago
oh yeah,
was the Disney Plus could possibly include Fortnite crew. Um, I was seeing that being talked about online today. So
interesting. That's
um
gonna fuel the rumors that Disney might buy Epic.
yeah, that might be true. Yeah.
Oh, I don't. Obviously, Epic isn't for sale or anything, but I think people are sort of seeing like their partnership and being like, "Is Disney about to purchase them?"
Apple been doing a lot of fighting. They probably like, look, we tired of spending money. They've been doing a lot of court fighting. They just got back on the App Store.
hmm
I was like, they probably like, man, we tired. Like, who y'all want to buy us?
Maybe
Forget it.
I'm very curious, but like if you search, if you just quickly search like Disney buying Epic, you'll see all the rumors of people being like, yeah, it's gonna happen, or the writing's on the wall. I remember I think it was like a month or two ago where there were like Disney executives have been holding meetings talking about whether or not they should buy Epic. So with all that in regard, I wouldn't be surprised if that is on there.
Yeah,
You
that wouldn't
know,
surprise me at all. Actually, they do that, then they really put all their characters in Fortnite.
hmm
Like,
well,
you know,
they're
like,
supposed to be. Remember, they're gonna do that. Was that like 2 years ago? They're gonna do like the Disney World inside Fortnite.
oh,
Remember that partnership?
I maybe, but
Let
yeah, I
me see
mean
if
that
I
would surprise me because they've already done different things. They just put what? They just put Mando back in there.
yeah, they put Mando in
Um,
there. They have all those Star Wars worlds.
yeah.
But like I remember they were gonna do like a Disney universe inside of there. Because I remember the picture it had like ESPN in the distance.
Oh
It
yeah.
had like the island that was
I I think the
core
problem right now
Disney.
though is I think Fortnite, if I'm not mistaken, fired a lot of developers.
Hmm.
So I was like, yeah, you might need that Disney money, get your developers
Well,
back. 'Cause-
I think that's when the rumors about Disney buying them kind of ratcheted up a little bit, where people were like, "Oh, see, look, they're on dire times. Here
yeah,
comes Papa Disney about to save
it
them."
is kind. Yeah, look, I played it a few times. It is kind of a little rough. Some of the stuff happening. I'm like, what's going on?
I haven't
Fix this.
I played it about a week ago, so it was cool. It didn't seem anything. No, actually, no,
It was missing.
we had
Shit
we
was
had
missing
some
from the screen.
yeah
Like,
we had some errors. I haven't played it very recently. I've been playing Forza,
okay,
but
how was that? How you loving that?
Forza's great. It's I've
I
been
haven't
having
played a game like that in so long, where it's like realistic driving.
I've been having the time of my life driving through Tokyo City.
It's
I've been
pretty. It's
trying to
beautiful.
find the
It's beautiful.
I can't find the Gundam, and apparently I think you just got I think you're just I think it's a story mission, so I probably just need to get farther
Oh,
along.
okay,
But I swear it said that I'm at the part where I could like you because the way that they do is you gotta get like stamps and wristbands, and
okay,
I'm pretty sure they said you only need the yellow wristband or maybe it was the yellow stamp. Either way, I have both to
okay,
race the Gundam. But where
okay,
the hell is the Gundam? Like
okay.
I've been trying to find it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I played it a little bit.
Mm.
Um, I haven't, like I said, I ain't played a game where you like the
Jamie and
driving
I will
is
be
too realistic. I was
Jamie
like,
and I will be reaching out.
yeah, I
We
played it
we,
a little bit.
we
Yeah,
will be reaching out.
y'all
We're
gonna be
trying to
y'all gonna be
start a
watching me
crew.
crash.
We'll be watching each other crash. Don't worry. We'll all be crashing together. Don't worry. We may crash into
Yeah,
each other. Who
yeah.
knows?
But yeah, it is cool. It's beautiful. I
Yeah,
was like,
it's a good
wow.
time. I'll actually be going to play that until we're gonna play the Horizon beta later.
Oh, okay.
Um, are you
Well,
playing
yeah,
with us?
invite me. I'm playing right now. I literally, I'm literally in the middle of a dragon battle, in Dragon Age right now.
Oh, nice.
So,
Okay, well,
it's
we
literally pausing
we'll
my screen right
we'll be wrapping up now. We can get you there. Why don't you tell the people what you got and what's coming up from your end?
now. I'll be here. Next, yeah, next Friday. Birthday is in like a week or two, I guess.
Mm,
So that'll be fun. Can't wait to see Master of the Universe. Um, I don't know. I'm watching a lot of movies lately. I saw Mandalorian Grogu yesterday. Last weekend I saw Is God Is,
ooh,
In the Gray, Tuner. So all those last week. Um, Tomorrow I'm planning on going to see I Love Boosters. That looks fun. That just looks
nice,
fun. And Boots Riley, the director of it, they've been online hyping it up. It's been so fun to watch. Really promoting. So that's cool. Um, then we got what? Master Universe coming up. Then we got
mm-hmm.
that Power Ballad movie I want to see with Nick Jonas and Paul Rudd. That
Oh, I
looks
think I
fun.
heard about that one.
Yeah, that's Paul Rudd apparently is like a songwriter and Nick Jonas' character steals a song or some shit like that.
Oh wow, yeah,
Yeah.
no,
So,
send me the trailer. I haven't heard that one.
so that's fun, looking fun. But yeah, and then what else is coming up? So yeah, that's pretty much me. I'm be a lot of movies late. I haven't. I think like since October I like stopped, and now I'm like going full force again with
Nice,
the
that's
movies.
always good.
Oh, a scary movie. That's right. A scary movie comes out
Next week, right?
uh
No, 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah, my birthday is on June 3rd, so I'm
Yeah,
excited.
it comes out on the 5th.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah,
Okay.
great stuff.
Yeah. You can find me here. Obviously, it's Sundays on the Geek Set podcast. Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays on Twitch. Except tomorrow, I'll be
Mm.
actually doing a gaming review. I gotta film it on this game, Atomic Owl.
Oh,
I have to get the article up by midweek next week. So I'm gonna, or not article, but like the video. So I gotta finish the game and then record the review. Uh, it's been a lot of gaming. Like I said, it's playing a lot of Forza, playing Mouse PI still, playing Star Wars Outlaws still, a couple betas that I'm doing over the weekend. Obviously, all of the gaming showcases are starting to come up. Summer Game Fest is in 2 weeks. So it's gonna be a lot of gaming. It's gonna be a lot of stuff to talk about, but we'll be here.
yeah.
And until next time, people, peace out.